XRP and XLM are still pumping. Gensler in the SEC, accusation of misused funds. More countries, yes, you heard me, countries aping into BTC.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
And if you've got a heart condition, anxiety, or can't handle good news, then you shouldn't watch the rest of this video. Drop a ladder, have a sip of your favorite beverage, and let's start learning about the news. But before we get into that, your comments come first. Hot, spicy, naughty, or relevant. And just letting you know, I pick this at random times of the day. Sometimes it's right after a video launches. Sometimes it's in the middle of the night when I can't go back to bed. I share your comments. Dwight Dellinger says, talent on loan from God. Klaus for crypto press secretary. Oh my God, if there was a crypto press secretary rule, would frickin' love it. Michael Elliott says, been a sub for a while now. Love that I can always come here, the unbiased truth. If it's good news, great. If it's bad news, I want to hear it instead of the BS sugarcoating everyone else. Michael, I got some good news for you. I got more good news, tons of it actually. Now, mind you, I do bring the bad news too, so I just ask that people kind of respect that too and hit the like and sub button when I bring the bad news too, because that's part of the dynamic of this job. TJM says, another great video. Klaus, glad to hear you're back to running. We need you at the top of your game. XRP is pumping. We need you too. Yeah, I actually ran for the first time in 2 weeks yesterday. Everyone, that's right. I did 100K in the mountain where the Rangers train. Yeah, Dahlonega, Georgia. Yeah, I was hanging out up there. 100K in the mountains. You know what's even better than that? Bitcoin's sitting at 92,011. ETH is 3142. Are we going to get BTC all-time highs again and again and again? And when you hear this news, countries, companies, aping into crypto, it's going to make you feel great. XRP at $1.16, but look at XLM deep in the green at 25.1. XLM holders were not expecting this sort of action, and H-bar fans as well seeing massive pumps. 40% last 24 hours, H-bar sitting at 12.1. Coinbase, what did we talk about over the weekend? That Coinbase was going to make some money in their stock when it opened up, and girlfriend, that's exactly what you're freaking seeing. Yep, that market opened, and there you go. It started moving on the way up. I love the action. Let's talk now about companies and countries catching on to this whole crypto thing and how what we've seen now could not even be not even the start. This is crazy. Let's just get into this. This is nuts though, okay? And again, take the Zanny. Have a sip if you need to. Semler Scientific buys 215 more Bitcoin. Raises $21.5 million in equity offering. Not a big company, but still a healthcare-focused medical equipment company has updated investors on its BTC holdings. It now holds $114 million worth of BTC between November 6th, 15th, whatever. You can read that all. It's all linked down below. But basically here, you're talking about a small company now getting into BTC strategic reserves, putting some of their cash to work by putting it into crypto. This is just smaller companies. Imagine if you start seeing more Fortune 500 companies, more big Eurozone companies getting into this stuff. This is, like I said, we're not even at the start. Now, don't get me wrong. Sailor has one hell of a head start. But in terms of people and companies and entities getting into crypto as a strategic reserve thing, this is you're talking seconds after the Big Bang. This is freaking crazy. Especially if we start getting regs in. And when you see the next story, you're going to be like, holy shit, Klaus, what's going on? So let's move on to the next one. The Bitcoin effect. Polish presidential candidate promises strategic BTC reserve. Whoa. The candidate's commitment echoes U.S. President-elect Donald Trump's similar promise to establish a Bitcoin stockpile. Sławomir Mencen, a Polish presidential candidate, announced plans to establish a strategic Bitcoin reserve if elected in May of 2025. So now we're going to see even further how many more countries are going to take this effect with BTC, getting friendlier with crypto. We're going to see if the vote can be swayed this way too. This dude is like, look, Trump did it, and it landslide for him and the Republicans. Let me try it over here. So if you start seeing this catch on with other countries, where their policies and their politics can change, especially if they were maybe not even necessarily anti-crypto. Maybe they weren't the most crypto-friendly. So money wasn't too cool there. Or maybe they were crypto-friendly, but their tax laws sucked ass and you paid 30% on crypto, you know? That kept a lot of money to the sideline. And you're seeing the U.S. money flow in we start getting other countries here. Holy shit. Now wait. You think that's good news? And I told you, I bring news whether it's good or bad, happy or sad. This is just a lot of good news now that everything in this world has shifted crypto-wise over the last 2 weeks. You ready? Again, Zanny, ladder, a sippy, maybe a little bong ripski. Goldman Sachs considers spinning off a digital platform amid optimism for BTC's future. Yeah, they basically want to make a Goldman Sachs digital trading venue just like they have for their stocks and investment. Goldman Sachs, everyone. So again, getting more traditional finance money into the game. Goldman Sachs players would be considered a little bit more fiscally conservative than, say, your Binance user. You see what I'm saying? So now you start getting these players in with this. The anticipated spinoff of Goldman Sachs' digital asset platform is projected to launch within the next 12 to 18 months. Holy shit, just like with rate cuts. They're going to be capitalizing on the action. This marks a pivotal shift in the banking sector's approach to blockchain. This initiative, contingent on receiving necessary regulatory approvals, which we pretty sure is going to happen. This is freaking awesome. So now, not only are you talking about news now, like stuff like this, right? Stuff like, Polish candidates running for it. And I don't know what else this dude stands for. I'm just saying on a crypto end. The dude could be a total jagoff. I don't fucking know. But I'm just saying on a crypto thing, you're just seeing the strength of it. And we're also seeing how companies out there, even small ones, are dipping their toes into BTC waters. Now Goldman Sachs wants to offer a crypto arm. So not only am I delivering you good news now, in 12 to 18 months when this launches, I get to deliver you even more good news. And then you get to see that traditional finance capital flow in 12 to 18 months. Holy shit, is this fucking awesome. Like, for real, this is just... I cannot tell you how much things have changed here in the last couple weeks. And people have said, yo, Klaus, you're negative, you're bearish. No, but when we're in a bear market, I'm not going to be like, oh, this is fucking awesome. But it's awesome right now. Now, wait. I got more. No, hold up. If you haven't hit subscribe by now, you got to be like kicking yourself in the butt. Because, yeah, I got even more. You ready? Ripple CLO Stuart Alderati, who does dress well, not as good as Garlinghouse, but he's a close second. On that team, not overall, just on that team. Request scrutiny over the SEC by Doge. And I'm going to say Doge because it's the Department of Government Efficiency. Basically what's happening here is Alderati is like, look, Elon, Vivek, you need to do this. You need to look into the SEC and you need to start seeing if they're spending their money wisely because Trump appointed Elon and Vivek, however you want to say it. Vivek, I believe, is the correct way to say it. Ramaswamy. Basically, they're going into these departments. They're going into looking at government spendings, government agencies, and seeing, are you using money correctly? Are you being efficient? Do you have 10 different people approving one form that probably only 2 people need to approve? Like, stuff like that. Seriously, like even simple stuff. Are you spending your money correctly? Or are you buying $500 reams of paper when a $5 ream of paper is just as good? So now Alderati's like, yo, Elon, my guy, you need to fix this. And Elon's pro-fucking crypto. So yeah, he's going to try to fix this. Recently, the Department of Government Efficiency, commonly referred as Doge, is the center of attraction of various investors and is also the limelight of the crypto industry. Chief Legal Officer Stuart Alderati posted and requested the department to investigate the SEC spending. He has also claimed that the commission has misused the funds of taxpayers over various enforcement actions. In the request, a direct question from Doge was asked to calculate the overall amount of money that the regulating body has spent on enforcement actions. And we got to remember, not only did they spend a shitload of money, they never caught Sam Bankman-Fried. They never caught Mashinsky. They never caught Suzu, Kyle Davies, or any of those people before they did the damage. And remember, the SEC is about protecting people. So when you get efficiency and business people in there, like Elon and his buddy, they're going to look at this and go, well, wait a minute. You're getting paid how much money, and you missed all of the big stuff that really screwed people over. But you went after crypto. You went after crypto with all that money, but you screwed over a whole bunch of people over here. Celsius said that they were FDIC insured. Publicly, they said that on Twitter. They had tweets all over the place. I have YouTube videos regarding it. And they still haven't taken it down. What the fuck are they thinking? But the SEC never went after him. FDIC didn't go after him until they were already in trouble. They're publicly posting this shit. So if you're sitting there trying to figure out if an entity is efficient or not, well, guess freaking what? If you're getting paid a lot, your performance sucks balls, you're missing all the big opportunities out there to really prove that you're doing good at your job, you suck. You need your money to go, and you need to go. So this is a freaking awesome move. Another awesome move, XRP's price. The volume, it's down from where it was over the weekend. This weekend was absolute nutso. Volume right now sitting at 9.5 billion. Price is $1.17. I like it. Let's look at those candlesticks here real quick, and let's zoom into the 15-minute. And do you have like this brewing weird excitement that I have? Like, no, I don't have the chills. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I have like a kind of like an anxiousness. Like, this is really freaking cool. Like, seriously, this is really freaking cool. Like, all the stuff that I've been sharing is amazing. You're seeing green candlesticks right here after we've gotten support at the 110 level. That's freaking awesome to see. Over the last few days, zooming out, it is more of the same green candlesticks overall. I talked in an earlier video about paying attention to this candlestick right here because this is the near term, right? The near-term high and the near-term support point on here for XRP. By the way, those marks come in at $1 and $1.27 essentially. So kind of think of that as your book-ended mark on this near-term move. Overall, volume is healthy though. About 5 to 7.5x compared to XRP's normal volume. XRP normally trades between 1 to 2 billion in volume. Market cap looks juicy. Everything looks really good, and we're just at the start because look at all the stuff that we get to see over the next 12 to 18 months. And some of these things are even in effect in the next couple months, in the next couple weeks. I'm being honest with y'all. These are stressful times. Now, don't get me wrong, positive, but still super stressful times because everyone's like, holy crap. All of this stuff going on, all of this change happening so quickly. It's just so much to digest. Well, don't worry, I got your back because I'm going to keep covering all this news that's coming out there so that you stay informed. Now, in terms of the SEC, and an audit by, Doge, I mean, I don't know, right? We haven't even had the new administration take over yet, so we haven't really seen anything happen. So it's been a lot of talk. Now, when the rubber meets the road and we start seeing some results, hell, as a taxpayer and as a crypto fan, I'd be happy. Hell, I could tell you plenty of government agencies I'd like to send them over to see if they're using money efficiently. You know quite a few of them too. Now, in terms of XRP's price, look, we made it through the weekend well above $1. We got support several times during the move over the weekend. The volume is starting to pull back from like the ecstatic, crazy high volume that we saw over the last 24 to 48 hours, but the price is holding. So, I mean, we might really be looking at floor support for XRP being $1 for like a while. Remember for a long time we were talking like 50 cent XRP and, you could get 50 cent XRP and all of a sudden, if you want, you could buy sub 50 if you were greedy. Can you still do that now, you think? Or has this move right here just completely pushed out the idea of a massive correction down to that 50, 40 cent range? I gotta be honest with you. The way all this stuff is stacking up, you would need something so catastrophically bad that crypto would be our least concern if you wanted to stall this momentum by crypto right now. Goldman Sachs getting into it. Other companies getting into crypto. And wait when they start feeling more comfortable with BTC and then they're like, oh, well, what about some of these alts? We could maybe make more money. Yeah, girlfriend, you can make more money. You got to take the risk, though. Risk versus reward. That's what these last few years have been. Risk versus reward. So you got companies. You got all of a sudden candidates for elections coming up here soon being like, yo, hey, I'm the pro-crypto candidate. You want to vote for me? I'll make BTC a strategic reserve. There, boom, you get more players into it. And think of all the players out there in the traditional finance world that were making fun of El Salvador for starting a BTC strategic reserve. They don't look so dumb now, do they? Hell no. El Salvador is looking at the IMF and going, bitch, you better have my money. This is power. This is really big power. Now, the frightening part about this recent shift, though, is that story I shared with you earlier today about MicroStrategy. I'll have that linked at the end. But that's a scary one because now you got MicroStrategy owning over 330,000 BTC. Yeah, so you start looking at it going, well, wait a minute. You got some big centralized things, some centralized ownership of this crypto. That's not such a good thing. But the scales aren't even close to tilting that like badly where we're freaking out just yet. Like you'll know when that starts coming, when we start panicking about supply and so forth. But for now, I say let's let the good times roll. And Santa Claus is saying, choo choo, bitches.